Hello everyone, my name is Stojic and I'm a safety engineer at Akin Company. In this video I'll show you how to perform the step 3 and the step 4 of the STPA analysis in our STPAmaster Lite tool. So let's begin. First thing you need to do is to open the third sheet called Unsafe Control Actions. In this field you can find the list of predefined components and control actions. These are actually automatically imported from our second step of the STPA analysis, from the control structure. Next to it, you can see the table of 4 types of unsafe control actions. The table is currently empty, so let's try to fill it up. Pick up the corresponding field and just press the Add button. By pressing this button, the dialog box will open up where you can see partially automatically defined unsafe control actions, and only thing you need to do is to add context. So let's try to do so. Next, connect it to the corresponding hazards, and now we have 2 saving options. First one, save. If you press this one, it will be saved and the dialog box will close. And the second one, you can save it and we'll move forward to the next type of unsafe control action. So let's try this one. By pressing this, we're saving the currently set unsafe control actions and moving forward to the next type. Here, we have a same task to do. We just need to add corresponding context. And connect it to the hazards, save and add another. We're now moving to the third type of the unsafe control actions. Please be careful here because there are several types of these unsafe control actions, so pick the correct one. So we'll now choose the 2 early. And pick up corresponding hazards, and let's now press the save button. Dialog box closes, and now we have our 3 defined unsafe control actions in the table. In case you want to add more unsafe control actions within one type, within one cell, to do so, please select the corresponding field and press the Add button. You will now see that in the dialog box you have 2 options, save and overwrite existing unsafe control actions. It means that the previously defined unsafe control actions will be overwritten, or you can add another. So let's try to add another. Again, changing the context. Selecting the hazards and pressing button Add. Now you can see that we have defined 2 unsafe control actions within one field of the same type. Important automation feature of our tool is that all controller constraints are generated automatically when you define unsafe control actions. So, by doing so, you can fill up the whole table, and that means that unsafe control action, or the third step of the STPA analysis, will be finished. Now we can move to the second step, which is loss scenarios generation. We open the second sheet, and first thing we can see in the first column that we have already automatically added list of the defined unsafe control actions. Actually, those ones we just added into our second sheet. So, in order to generate the loss scenarios, pick the corresponding unsafe control actions and please press to generate loss scenarios. By pressing this button, the tool will automatically generate 4 basic types of the loss scenarios to the particular unsafe control actions. You can proceed further on with the rest of the defined unsafe control actions. Please check and verify whether the content of the loss scenarios is adequate and according to your needs. I would like to highlight the need for precision while doing the analysis in the STPA tool. For example, if you want to make some minor changes within the particular field, let's say you forgot here in the first UCA that there is actually applies accelerator button. In order to do so, the best way how to perform small changes is again to rewrite the unsafe control action. And to do so, select the field, press the add button. Now in the dialog box, please rewrite the context or just change, perform the change you need. Respond hazards, save and overwrite existing unsafe control actions. By pressing this, you're ensuring that traceability will be ensured, meaning that when you change the content of the unsafe control actions using the add button, it means that this change will show up in all corresponding fields. For example, you'll see that we now have accelerate pedal within the controller constraints. Also, the change will be written in the first UCA in the list of the loss scenarios. Now, you already generated some scenarios here. So in order to make a change to the scenarios types, just select the corresponding field and again, press the generate loss scenarios. And now you can see the content of the basic types of loss scenarios also changes that we have added accelerator pedal. Why is this important? If you try to change, let's say, perform some minor changes but manually within the field by selecting the text, and now let's say we want to delete some part of the text. For example, again here example, let's say we want to delete this word, we actually perform the change only within this cell. This will not guarantee the traceability. Again, in the control constraints, we still have the word accelerator, and also in the loss scenario, this change is not shown. So please pay attention on this and perform any kind of changes of modification using the UCAs or loss scenarios generator buttons. Last step of our analysis, actually part of the fourth step, is definition of system level requirements that prevent loss scenarios. In order to do so, please open up the corresponding sheets named system level requirements, and here you can see the empty table which needs to be filled. In order to do so, just press the add button to in the field system level requirements, and again the dialog box will pop up. Here you had options to define system level requirements according to the loss scenarios which we defined with our analysis. We are talking about the system level requirements, so pay attention that all of those scenarios should be somehow grouped, or the requirements should cover several of those. There is an interesting feature here. If you just focused on the ID of the identify loss scenarios, you can see the numbering system here. First number one means that is the first loss scenarios you defined, and the second number means which type of loss, basic loss scenarios we are talking about. So if we want, for example, to focus our system level requirements on the feedback, meaning that we are interested in the second type of the basic loss scenarios. We can define some certain requirements for the system and pick up all the scenarios which are, let's say, focusing on the problems with the feedback. Also, we have a possibility to add a rationale within our system requirement settings. So let's try to define. So we define the requirements, we connected to the corresponding loss scenarios types, and we wrote the rationale. So let's now save it, and we can see how it's logged in our list of system level requirements. So this is just a brief example how to use the STPAmaster tool. So some kind of instruction in a nutshell. So I hope it was clear, and I hope you'll enjoy using our STPAmaster tool. Thank you.